guys, it's Robin at Old Town Finds. Been a long time. Thanks for stopping by. I've been really busy with a few estate sales and auctions and listing and being sick and everything. So it's been kind of hectic 2 weeks, and I've been really wanting to get back on track with my videos and cannot seem to get there, but I'm working on it. So, last time I videoed anything was about a huge estate sale that was happening in Uniontown, Ohio, right outside of Akron. And we did a lot of shopping over there. We had a lot of good stuff, a lot of neat stuff. The biggest thing is, if you remember in that previous video, I'll put a link to it so you can see. Go back if you haven't seen it. There was a miniature train set up in the basement, and we did get that one part of it, the main part, but he had several different trains, and Don purchased a couple sets and the table, and he's going to set that up. He's working on that right now like a little kid after Christmas. He's setting that up. We're going to check it out and see if we want to keep it or sell it. I'm not sure yet. I'd like to see if Joey, my son, would be interested in doing something like that. So we're going to check it out and hang on to it for a while and see what's up. It is a big footprint in our basement. So anyway, we're going to check it out. So I thought I'd go over a few things that I've gotten between everywhere, and it's a lot. I'm only going to touch on a couple of things. So compared to what I received anyway, what I purchased. And now I did get those Christmas trees. I did wind up getting those for $60 for the set of 4. There were 3 larger one real large one, and 2 larger styles, but not as large as that big Atlantic mold one, and 1 small little guy. And I'm thinking for the large one, it does have a little bit of damage to the very tip, but it's been repaired. And I'll try to get photos of those and insert those here, because they're in another room and they're just much too big for me to handle and put on the table here. I'm thinking I could probably get at least 100, 150 for that large one, maybe more. The other 2, I don't think I'll ask any less than 100, and the small one, I don't know, $40 or so. And that's if I decide to let them go. I really like the white and blue one. I decorate in white, blue, and silver, so you know, to keep or to let go. So I really need to let go. I have too much. I'm getting anxiety. I am starting to get anxiety when I come in here, so I really have to start cleaning the house. Okay, so those were the Christmas trees. On that, also I got a few of these pretty stretch, and these are early 1900s. I don't know, I think this one might be Fenton, and I'm not sure if this is Northwood or who. I'm gonna have to look these up though. I really like the opalescent glass, and these are the blue, but they're very pretty. This is like a diamond print, and then I want to say this might be April Shower. It's like a stretched hobnail texture, so we'll see about those. I did get a few of those. I also got the white milk glass swung Fenton vases. They're real large, and I got those too. On these, I'm thinking probably about $60 a piece, 40 to 60. It really depends on what the pattern is. I did get another couple of these. This one is a Fenton. This is ruby. It does have like a gold crest edge to it, and it's just really pretty. It does have the original sticker, and this is, I think this is prior to 1970. There's no mark. Fenton started marking all their glass, I think it was 1972. So if you see something and it's not marked Fenton, it does not mean it's not Fenton. Fenton's been in business since 1909, I believe. and they just started marking in 1970. So anyway, I'm thinking for this little rose bowl, I probably could get about 25 to 30 for that. And I honestly can't remember what I paid for that. I want to say I probably paid about $10 for it or so. This little guy, little Damatas tea, coffee, well, it's coffee, but it is not marked. It does have some crazing, it does have gold, and it is like a salmon pink color. I'm thinking I'd probably get about 15 for this, and I really can't tell you how much I paid for it. We did go in yesterday and do a group and just bought a whole bunch of stuff at a group price, so it's really hard for me to tell you a price on everything. Next is this really pretty guy, and I haven't looked him up yet. I haven't had a chance to. But is the original Westmoreland milk glass. It has the sticker. It is marked. Kitty cat with the glass eyes. I haven't seen the glass eyes before, but I haven't really looked hard at these before in the past. So I'm going to have to research this and see what it is. I did get also with this, I believe I paid $10. Yeah, I think I want to say about $10. Okay, so I also received 6 of these little guys. They're little sheep. This one just got a boo-boo. I'm doing really well this week. This is my second breakage this week. Don't even get me started. I haven't broken this much glass, I don't think, ever. So I'm very sad. I hate to see this. But I did get 6 of these in multiple colors. Most of them are slag, swirled color, really pretty. And I want to say I paid, I don't know, $5 a piece for them. They are marked Boyd and Dagenhart glass, so they're newer reproductions of an old pattern. And I got these in various colors of blue and like lavender and pink. And there's a couple I think that aren't marked, so I have to look at those and see if, I don't know if Westmoreland made them. I'm sure like every glass house made them at some point. So anyway, yeah, I just chipped this guy and I broke a piece yesterday and I was just heartbroken. It's unbelievable. But as much as I move and touch and everything, it's bound to happen, I guess. Okay. Next we got quite a few of these guys. I didn't bring them all out, but I love the old nutcrackers. And these are actually from Germany. And they sell pretty good. These have the real hair, fur hair. And I just think they're cool. They sell very well for me around Christmas time. This guy, maybe about $30, and I might get a little bit more. I have to check his marking. He is marked on the bottom, but I sold a large one, but it had the original box, and it was quite a bit bigger than this, but I sold a large one for about $75 or $80 a couple years ago. So I know these usually go about $30, I guess, at this size. So maybe a little bit, I don't know, maybe a little less. So, but he's in really good condition, and I'll have to check it out. Okay. Oh, and then I got these guys. This is kind of big, and I don't want to handle it too much. I got a couple of lamb planters. One is McCoy. This one is a McCoy. It does have cold paint on it, meaning that it's been painted over the glaze, and it washes off very easily, and over time it just gets worse. But they are quite dirty, so I mean, I don't even want to, they've been sitting for a long time. This one might be Shawnee and it might be American Bisque, I'm not really sure. But he's large. I'm thinking about close to 35, 40 for him, just for the size. I'll have to look though with the shipping on how much, because he's kind of heavy. This guy, I really don't know yet. This is a McCoy, old McCoy. I would say probably about 35 for him. But I'll have to double check and get these guys cleaned up. This is kind of interesting to me because I'm not really sure, but I think it might be Magelica. And it has a mark that I'm unfamiliar with as much as I've messed with Magelica, but it looks really old to me. There is a stamp. I don't know if you can see that. But it is a like a dessert stand, pie stand, or cake stand. But it looks Magelica to me. So I'm going to have to do some research on this. I really don't know. I think I paid 10 or 15 for this. So it is old though. It has a lot of tiny crazing on it. I wasn't feeling well at the beginning of the week, and I actually did some live video purchasing. And I bought a huge lot of costume jewelry sight unseen. Now this is after the estate sale. It's already been picked through. I had no idea if I was going to get anything worth anything. I mean, I know I could turn around and sell some things in lots and everything, because, you know, I'm sure I'm looking at a bunch of, you know, $5, $10 items, but, you know, for time for photography and listing it, it's not worth it to list it like that, so it'd be worth it to list it as a lot. I went through last night when we got back, and really the only thing that caught my eye so far out of going through, I'm going to show you. I went through this box here. It's a basket, and this has a lot of watches and a lot of like different odds and ends in here, some bracelets. And then I got this huge thing. I'll try to show you. Oh, it's heavy. And it is packed full of jewelry. Now, some of it I have to test to see if it's worth anything. I might even take it to our local jeweler and see if some of the pearls are real. Some of them look just too symmetrical for me, so I know they're not. But some of the seed pearls and everything, hard to tell if there's any value. I think, and I'm just going to start doing lots of necklaces and everything. And there's a ton of like little pins and brooches. There's some really neat pieces in here, but I bought it sight unseen and knowing that it's already been picked through. And so that kind of made me nervous, but for the entirety, I paid $70, which isn't bad at all. But again, I didn't know what I was looking at. So I know I'll make my money back well on this, but it's going to take a lot of research. I don't do a lot of jewelry. I just started getting into jewelry pretty heavy. I've actually been buying online through someone I've come across, and she does a lot of costume jewelry, really nice quality costume jewelry. And so I've been doing it that way, and this is my first big grab at an estate or auction. I did find one piece in here, which I was kind of shocked. Actually, Don found it. We were going through all this last night. And I'm not a Gucci wearer. I don't know Gucci. But we did find they call it the horse bit, or I've seen this also referred to as the mariner chain, and it is gold tone. It's not real gold, but it is gold tone, and it has enamel red and green stripes in there, and it is marked on the tag, designed by Paulo Gucci. And let's see. This one sells anywhere between $99 and $175 from what I saw. There's two that are listed at $175 and one that has actually sold for $99. So I'll probably be somewhere around that $99 mark. regardless, there's not a lot available of these. So right now I'm just trying to price things to get things moved and kind of get some of my money back. Okay, I got this. I don't know anything about knives, but this was very pretty and very cool, and it is stainless, made in China. It's vintage and probably not worth a whole heck of a lot, but it's a knife, you know, a display knife. And the thing is I haven't seen one with this blue swirled, almost agate looking, and it does have like the face on there. So it's pretty cool looking, and it does have eagle handle. It's really cool looking, and I don't know, I think we paid $10 for this as well. But yeah, so I was, you know, kind of neat to get this, and we'll see. I have to research it though, so we'll see how neat that is. Another thing, like, I went to another estate sale. I had somebody contact me, and they wanted me to go through some of their glass, and I bought all her glass. I didn't open it all, and I paid $75 for the whole lot, and I really don't know what I have in there. I know I have like part of a dresser set that looks really nice. I wasn't able to go through the whole box right now to pull everything out, but this is what happens sometimes when you don't check everything. Now this is etched cruet type thing, and it is just junked on the inside. I do have cleaner that I think I might be able to get that out with, but it's going to be some work. The one thing I am going to show you that paid for more than double that load that we got from that one. Hold on. That one estate that we went to, it was really small. It wasn't anything major. They're just in the beginning stages of clearing out. We bought, I guess, about 4 boxes for $75, and like I said, I didn't unwrap everything to look at it, which I should have, but I didn't want to have to go through 50 gazillion pieces of paper and worry about it. I just trusted that it'll be okay, and it was. Inside one of the boxes, they had thrown this thing in. I had no idea what it was. It looked like a bell to me, but I had no idea. It did. The owner didn't know what it was. Don didn't know what it was. We were all standing there, and I thought maybe it might have been like a handheld schoolyard bell. I had no idea. I mean, like, literally, I had none. I came home, researched this, and it is a after Civil War time, so like 1860-ish, mid 1800s to the Victorian times. This was a fireman's handbell. They usually had somebody like in the towns that would, like in the little villages and towns, that they would have somebody that actually would like stay watch overnight, and if anything came up, they would go through and ring this guy, and it is pretty loud. So yeah, this online right now, they sell all the way up to about $300. There are 2 that are comparable to mine with the same handle, listed for $299. One's $279, one's $299, I think, and I went down to $225. That's with shipping on this. I just want to move it. I want it to go somewhere where it'll be appreciated, and there is no difference. The one that was a little bit more expensive, I believe, had a date actually stamped on the handle, and there is nothing on mine. If there was, it looks like it could have been, but it's well, yeah, actually it is marked, but it is well worn. You can't see anything. The handle's probably been redone because there is a little chip and the handle there, notch taken out and stained over. But it is the original. I don't think they've done much with the brass. And so yeah, it's an interesting piece of, you know, history to have, and they're pretty collectible. So I was really kind of pleased with this. So this takes care of that whole load, even if this comes from the same place I got this mess, and which it might not be that bad, but I got a feeling it's going to be a bear to clean. I'm not even worth it, maybe. So I got this there, and hopefully it'll be worth, you know, hopefully I can move this to kind of recoup that money. We've just had a lot of things, a lot of good opportunity hitting lately, and it's really hard to say no. So, and Dawn is absolutely no help. So, but if that train set works out, it'll be good. And if he decides to sell it and Joey's not interested in it, then it's got to go, because this is taking a lot of space in our garage, our basement, and I could use that space. We've been talking about making additional space for myself because I have way too much over here, which may or may not be good. So, but anyway, I appreciate you guys stopping by, and please remember to like and subscribe. It really will help me out, and I'd appreciate it. And I think what I'm going to do as I go through some of the stuff that I've gotten here recently, since I've gotten so much, I will not be going out to the store at all. I will not be going to thrift anywhere for a while, because I'm overwhelmed with what I have here. So what I think I'm going to do is I'll probably, as I go through some of the things, I might just, you know, sit down and share with you some more things I found within that group of stuff. I know I have some other cool stuff, and it's just too hard for me to get it all out at once. So I think I'll do that. And also I'll probably be doing a sold video, what sold recently video, because it's been really slow actually this last week, which is really good thing, but not so good when I'm thinking about like what is going on, you know, money wise, how much we're putting out. I'd like to be able to recoup pretty quickly, but things have been really slow for me, kind of odd this year, or this, I guess, week or so. So I'll try to get together a video though, and of everything that I've sold recently, and that's it, I guess. So I really appreciate it again, and you guys have a good one. Thanks.